Alright, hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet another Wild Wednesday. If my voice sounds a bit coarse or rough today, I had a singing lesson and, well, she always makes me go 100% at it, which obviously if you want to see the maximum potential of one of your clients, then completely understandable. But yeah, that is the reason why I might actually sound a bit more coarse or rough, or at least rougher than usual. And well, there's nothing fixed that we would hunt today. It's still Wild Wednesday. I'm just gonna wait until there's enough viewers so that I will basically hunt whatever the viewers want. At least until then. Hey there, Autobot AI. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Top of the afternoon, Infinite. Thanks, you too. So hopefully you're doing alright. I think we weren't at the cave where Ditto can be found. We were there. But I don't think we hunted for a, no, what's the name again? No, the German name is Krakelo, but that doesn't say anything. It's a desert on the, Loudred, that's what it is. Never, I think, did I hunt a Loudred on stream. I mean, I have them obviously, but, good luck, thank you, darling. Hey there, Kaiser Kamazin, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Hopefully good. I mean, with a synchronizer I'll get a adamant one. Let's see if I can get a quirky one as well. Oh yeah, well, oh wait, I'm already copying it even though I haven't used the proper delay yet. There we go. So let's go hunt for that one. And of course I always get calls in game when I stream. I'm already an expert. The NPC who called me, they were basically saying, talking about the hot springs, and then saying if I am old, then I'd be considered an expert. But I mean, well, whether or not if I'm old, that's up to you, I guess. But it depends on who you ask. If you ask 40, 50 something, they tell me I'm a kid. And of course to 15-year-olds I might be old, but I don't see it that way, nor do I really particularly care. Don't have COVID and I'm sweating a ton right now, so the fever broke. Oh yeah, about that, hopefully you're doing better now. Just gonna save again, because, well, you know the drill. I've said that so many times. Right, so, okay, no shiny Whismer. I might accidentally get a shiny Ditto. Well, let's see what happens. But yeah, hopefully you are doing fine. Hey there, Ahmed, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Or should I say South African Mario? What a rename. And now you're stuck like that for, how long again? 2 months? You're definitely not screaming. Absolutely ancient, yeah, that's what I am. Totally not a couple of billions of years old. You know, kids these days have it easy. When I was young, the universe wasn't even transparent. And there were no real atoms, so to speak. It was just a quark soup. Kids these days, they don't appreciate the 4 fundamental laws of the universe being split up. I remember a day where gravity, the strong and the weak interaction, and the electromagnetic one, they were all one force. That was when I was a kid. now with their stable electrons and their, well, the possibility to even look what's out there. Not really doable if the universe isn't transparent. But old grandmammy is just rambling again. Other than that, hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully, I mean, James is... He probably won't be here for tonight, but well, we were last week. We did a holiday together in the Netherlands, more specifically in the Limburg area, or just generally southern part of the Netherlands. And we slept in a very rural town, and unfortunately he appears to be bitten by I suspect it's a horsefly. And yeah, now his left arm is swollen. He needs antibiotics, so hopefully that will, I mean, get well soon to James as well. I know he's probably not watching it right now, but hopefully that will fade. I've never myself, never got bitten by a horsefly. And just like with mosquitoes, female horseflies need the proteins found in blood. More specifically, usually they suck the blood of mammals. So yeah, horseflies, I mean, the name suggests already what kind of mammal they prefer. But it's just any large mammal, and well, humans aren't the largest mammal, but I mean, if there is one and the fly needs her blood, well, you get stung. And all the people that I know of personally who got stung, it was always a pretty hefty reaction, with fever sometimes, with needing to take antibiotics, or just generally the area swelling a lot. So I'm really, really thankful that it never happened to me. But I'm really, well, worried now that, well, James got it. And, well, first reset, there we go. There it is. Now that was quick. I actually got it the first time, so nice. Alright, I'm trying to think. It does, I think, have an attack that can just make me fail now. I think it knows Roar at this level. So now I got lucky. I can use Ingrain, and now should the wild shiny Roar, then my Rosina will stay and the battle will not end. But yeah, that was quick. Already the first one. So yeah, for those of you who did not hear it the first time I said it when I went live. So today there's not really any specific Pokemon planned. If you have any requests, even those maybe not found on my Emerald, so another cartridge, I'll listen. Just tell me and I'll try to get it. And there we go. There it is. There we have it. Was pretty easy. Alright, first one for today. So yeah, sometimes I wish, man, they should all go like this. Was thinking I'm gonna get a couple of accidental shiny Dittos, but no. Alright, I think I'm just gonna use Dig here. Very practical to have. Alright, what should we hunt next? There's a lot of possibilities. Let's see. Like right on Route 100 and 114, that is to the south of here. What do we have? Lombre. Oh, that's a bit late. A Nuzleaf? No. No, at least no quirky one. No modest one. No adamant one. What about a Q-Charmer? No shiny Nuzleaf. That is unfortunate. Okay, let's see something else maybe. Trying to think what I haven't really... It's getting hard to think of something that I haven't hunted yet. Especially if you consider how many I have. And I haven't read your story yet, Kaiser Kamazin, but I'll try to get to that as quickly as possible. Okay, Skitty I have hunted multiple times. Seedot? No, unfortunately don't have that. Excuse the coarseness of my voice. Just trying to think of any shiny I could hunt while Pokemon, what am I saying? While Kirby music plays. You know, the usual. Right, with a super rod. Can I even Tentacruel? Oh! I can! I thought that was out of bounds. Alright. Because sometimes, just with the Train ID and Secret ID, it's just, well, it's... You gotta get what the game gives you unless you are willing to do ACE, so arbitrary code execution, or other things, such as the battle video method, which, well, I said extreme, that's not really extreme, or the painting method, which I know how it works, I just haven't done it myself. And I think abandoned ship should be good. If I'm not mistaken, it's on route 107 somewhere. Right, adamant ones. Yeah. I mean, technically I don't need a synchronizer. So I think... Oh wait, the delay is 1. Because we're fishing. Apparently it doesn't matter whether or not you're fishing on the inside or outside, so with Sweet Scent, whenever the action, when you perform a move such as Surf or Sweet Scent, as you've seen with now Surf being used, if it's black, then you use a delay of 261, and if it's sky blue, then you use a different delay. You use the delay of 268, which... Ah, there we go, I was right. Let's see if I know by memory where the room is. I think you need to go down here, and then... Is it this one? Ah, oh, almost. I don't really have a reason to come here much. Alright. Chat's very quiet today. Alright, I did that already. And now let the shiny hunting commence, but I think I did a small mistake. Alright. I basically used this one just for, it's the square shiny that I hunted on Sapphire. That was my shortest stream ever, was only 15 minutes at most. I'm using it because it has the suction cups abilities, and that's pretty much it. Alright. Now I am in the good position to reset. Let's do it. Don't think I've gotten one a Tentacruel on stream, at least I don't think so. And maybe I've at one point hunted for one. But then again, I checked out how many streams I did, and now it's literally gotten to a point where I really need to make a list of everything I hunted, because it's in the hundreds, you know? Right. This is what suction cups do in the... That's what it does, not do. In the overworld in Pokémon Emerald, not in Pokémon Sapphire and Ruby, unfortunately. I also did that mistake once, thinking extra battle abilities like yeah, suction cups for example, or flame body for hatching eggs quicker. Keep thinking, oh yeah, that's like in every Pokemon game, right? At least since Generation 3, but yeah, technically. But only starting from Emerald. And I mean, there's streams where I forget that, where if I remember correctly, I even traded over a shiny with the suction cups ability, just to remember, oh wait, that doesn't work. That's why also synchronize doesn't work in Ruby or Sapphire. Which is a shame, but oh well. Oh, and I got a donation from Kaiser Karmazin. Thank you so much. Chat is glitched, says error every time I leave a message. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Okay, maybe that's the reason why I'm usually... I know that you guys are more chattier. At least, I mean, I don't mind if you don't have a lot to say. I know that sometimes you're just tired and you don't really want to type a lot, or like yesterday I went into I'm a Blissey's stream, but I didn't really I wasn't really there in the chat because I did laundry basically. My washing machine finally works. Thanks hubby for the for repairing it basically. I'm too stupid for that. But yeah, weird. That definitely would explain why I don't see any chat. Okay, strange. Not sure what to do. Thing is, if I can't exactly refresh my browser because I think that would affect the stream. And I got another donation, $2 Australian from the Fiery Charmeleon. Hey there, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? And also, thank you so much for the donation. You know what that means, right? It's a new month, and you get to pick more shinies. And well, thank you so much for letting me know through that. Can you see my message now? Yes, now it works. Oh, it seemed to work. It seems to work again. All right. Still, thank you for the donations. I don't know what happened. That's a good question. Like, it didn't, like, there was literally no visual difference, at least from my browser or my view. It just was like, okay, after the Amit's message of hello, I'm not screaming, I didn't receive any further messages, and I just thought, hey, my viewers aren't that talkative. Apparently it was a YouTube issue, not a stream. Oh, okay. Well, that's nothing new. No, that's true. But thank you for the donation. I mean, that wasn't like a attempt to get you. Well, of course I couldn't possibly know that because there was literally no difference. But yeah, definitely let me know what shinies you want. Okay, I read your comment, Amit, but I'm not gonna read it out loud. Definitely not gonna do that. That is weird though, what happened? Is it just a common YouTube issue? Because that was happening once, that was literally Murphy's Law, where I was on a website to check something, and right at that moment, of course they had to redo their servers. That was like the worst timing ever. Kept trying to make a joke and it wouldn't let me send it. Oh no. Please, I do want to hear the joke. I want to laugh. Read the story whenever you can. Jonna. Yes, I'm gonna read it whenever I can. Tried messaging you on Discord and stuff to get your attention as it was happening. What was happening, but you didn't see it. Yeah, I put my Discord on silent once I stream, because if I don't, then you're gonna hear the Discord sound over and over again, and well, I know that can be annoying, because every time I watch a streamer and their Discord ping goes on, I always check mine, because I mistakenly think, wait, someone wrote to me on Discord. And I also pretty much do, you know, on Windows where you can put the don't bother me, I guess, mode. Yeah, I have that one. I always have that on when I stream. Just common courtesy. Same here through the DMs. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's the thing when you mute it both on your phone and on the stream. But that is weird. So how did it look like? Was it just like, oh, the message couldn't be sent? It also took like 2 minutes to for me to finally be able to press the stream button. I was already ready at 20:58, but for some reason it took a long time for OBS to connect. And it does that lately, like it takes a couple of minutes. Which, weird. Maybe that's linked. Anyway, yesterday I had a license test. I passed before the test by 30 minutes. I was listening to Eminem. Oh, you passed? Nice! Congratulations! You were listening to Eminem to hype yourself up? Well, if it works, then hey, what specifically were you listening to from Eminem? Like, he has a huge discography. How many tracks does he have? Like, over 50? Minimum, right? If it's not in the triple digits. I wonder if we have a new Patreon. Well, first things first, I said Patreon. Shout out to 2 of my patrons who are right now, right here in the chat and the live stream, Kaiser Karmazin and the Fiery Charmeleon. So shout out to them. They are bros. You should subscribe to them. You should maybe hype them, whatever you feel like is the good thing to do. And I got a new one as well. You might know the name already, but it's Philip Farrell. He became a Patreon member as well. So I'm gonna give him a big thank you once he comes back. I mean, definitely deserved. They gave me basically a 10 and a 25 donation. Euros, of course. And now he became a patron, so yeah, I owe him a lot. And just as he requested, I'm gonna give him a one-on-one tutorial, basically, or... Well, if you are a donator or a Patreon, one of the special things that you can get is, or request, is just a personal call. Which until now, not a lot of people have opted for that, but I mean, just DM me on Discord or something else. You can also DM me on Patreon, of course. And then we'll definitely get a date, some date where we can, as in not a date, as in, you know, going out for a meal. Would be weird for a lot of would be not doable at all because most of you, I mean Australia and America, how do you do that? But also I'm taken. When I said date, I meant the day and time. Not that people think they got a chance. Sorry, but no. Oh, hey there, Philip Farrell. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Thank you so much for becoming a Patreon. And until now, I've gotten one shiny that I set out to get, and it just immediately appeared. Right now, I am looking for a shiny Tentacruel. So yeah, some hype in the chat for Philip Farrell. Subscribe for Charmeleon for cooked magic herbs. Displayed with an error message on my PC and on my phone. It said YouTube had an error, check Quora. Ah, seems to be like a general issue then. Okay. Every time I'd send a message, it would say error sending message, try again. And my message would appear in chat, but it was transparent and had an X next to it. That was very odd. Yeah, usually that means it didn't get through. Feel bad for not being able to be a patron right now because of the debit card problem. No problem. I mean, I already told you, for some of you, even if, I mean, you're such a loyal viewer, even if you said, hey Jonna, I have, or you would say Jonna, hey Jonna, I have a big problem, I can't really pay anything for the next 5 months, I would just, come on. I would just act as if you would be a patron. I mean, I definitely understand that. Streamers need to be much more, at least I think so. They need to be more grateful for the people who give them money, because it's incredible what I see. People giving streamers money, and then once they say, hey, I don't know, could be literally I have cancer and I can't pay for anything, and the streamer is like, oh, how dare you? Like, how ungrateful can you even be? Just, I'm grateful, super grateful for every single cent that I get. And so should they be. You played the real Slim Shady? Yeah, that is definitely, that's one of his best, definitely. Also start watching Breaking Bad, very good choice. Usually I don't like live action that much, but Breaking Bad is just phenomenally written. Like, I took writing classes as well, university, and as in fictional writing, and they just did everything correctly. Long-term planning, short-term planning, character writing, universe writing, as in the world, it all makes sense. And you don't need to be, at least I think so, you don't need to be a good writer to see how good it is. Just definitely, I mean, they are media literates, the people who made this, definitely. You can see that immediately. Accidentally, it was not my intention, only watch it for 1 or 3 episodes or watch the whole season. Yeah, that's what tends to happen with a good show. Just watch it until the end, you're not gonna regret it. Definitely worth it. Too scared and introverted to ask people for personal calls 99% of the time. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, I get it. I also have a problem with calling, or just calls in general. As in, not that I don't like talking to people, it's just sometimes my autism kicks really hard and I don't know when to start speaking, and I constantly interrupt people. And yeah, that is very unfortunate. For some reason I just can't stop doing it. Someone in chat is an American. What a sucker, honestly. Imagine being American. Yeah, imagine, right? It's a dark side, Phil. Oh god, no, I don't think so. Way too nice to be dark side Phil. And isn't dark side Phil spelled with a Y? Because, you know, cool points, super edgy. Speaking of the devil, where is Darkside Phil now? Like, I know he's in a lot of debt for stupid things. He's basically a lol cow. I wonder if... Is he still around? Is he still doing YouTube? Because... I mean... He got himself into a lot of debt. I mean, if you want... I know... All of what I know about him is from some videos, and especially the video from Frederick Knudsen, you know, down the rabbit hole. I wonder where he is. Figured Patreon is a more sustainable way of supporting you financially than donating every stream. Yeah, that's true. That's a more direct way. I mean, of course, all the benefits that you can get, now you have. Found an amazing comedian called Shahak Shapira. He's a German guy born in Israel and his grandma is from Iraq. What a type of combination. His jokes are gold on Instagram and YouTube. I haven't heard of that person. You can send a link in the either here or in the Discord. I'll check it out. Still making videos? Oh boy. No clue who is Darkside Phil. You don't need to go down that rabbit hole. It's just another internet lol cow. He used to be affiliated with Machinima, so that already shows you he's an old lol cow, as in there with in the early days of YouTube. But yeah, you don't need to, you know, when, imagine a annoying kid, a brat basically, not a kid, but yeah, essentially a kid, who only wants to play games and doesn't want to do anything else, and also he wants to be seen as the best ever, even though he doesn't put any effort into being or becoming one of the best, and make it so that the kid is actually a adult who's, I think, 10 years older than me, so 40-year-old. Yeah, that's essentially who he is, roughly. Yeah, Machinima, remember that? Oh jeez, my voice is so raspy. Oh Julia, what have you done to my voice? No, it's actually me. No, I want the shiny. And yes, if you have any, gonna say it again, if you have any requests of which shiny I should hunt, even if it's not on Emerald, like if it's on another cartridge, just tell me. I can hunt in Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald. If not, I'll continue with at least the Tentacruel. Today I had an awful start of the day. Oh, that's unfortunate. I saw a post that says 20,000 people died in Sudan. Wait, what? 20,000 people died in Sudan? Instead of saying poor people, the comments were like, what you get for supporting Palestine. Oh my god, how horrible. That's horrible. Disgusting. Imagine being this disgusting of a person, that you cheer the death of innocent people because they, justifyingly so I might add, support a nation that is being invaded by another nation. I'm sorry, it's just how it is, and I don't care if YouTube censors that. I really wish Palestine can exist in peace one day. Do I deserve to die now as well because I said that? Probably these people think that, but yeah, pretty brainless take anyway. And you don't waste your energy and your time on people like this, because it's essentially an infinite loop. It's like in programming when you define a function as while true and you don't give an exit position or condition, it's just gonna run forever. So I think you might have more intelligent conversations with a wall, because at least the wall isn't arrogant and doesn't scream for genocide. Last night there was a presidential debate. Oh, I know which one, and I've seen parts of it, and oh boy. Was that really a debate? I mean, I've heard more intelligent discussions between two toddlers having a tea party, you know? I mean, not from Kamala's side, she destroyed him. But, yeah, you know, the transgender, what did he say? Transgender, jail people, like prison people getting transgender operations, and Springfield people eating dogs? It's crazy. Imagine going back in time 150 years and showing this to someone, like, without context. Like, what would they think? I'm telling you, VeggieTales was right. In the future, humor will be randomly generated, and this just feels like it's randomly generated at this point. Apparently Trump said something about immigrants eating people's cats, dogs and other pets. Yes, and then he got shot down. Because that was fake news, you know. He always likes to say you are fake news, but, you know, as always, it's projection. Accuse your enemy of what you are doing wrong. It's a very old technique, manipulation technique. Narcissists just like Trump, they love to do that. They constantly project. And I think Trump is projecting so much. I think he'd do well in a cinema, you know, just projecting movies. The amount he's projecting, it'd definitely be at least not bad, you know? It's crazy. That this is the timeline that we're in. What happened? So people saying as like Muslims are always play. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Muslim hate, or just in general people hate Arab people now a lot on the internet. I unfortunately come across statements like that as well, like, oh, they deserve to die, which is horrible. How can you say something like that? It's horrible. Always play victim. I was like, what, when, or like when only smart people support Israel. That's a good joke. Or 2 billion Muslims, all terrorists. Oh, horrible. No. What? If all the 2 billion Muslims that exist today, if that would be real, and they'd all be terrorists, then wouldn't we, I mean, could I even do this stream? Wouldn't they have conquered the world then? Or just did a lot of damage, considering there's 2 million of them who apparently are all terrorists? Yeah, it doesn't look like that. And they conveniently like to forget about white terrorists, or just Christian terrorists. Buddhist terrorists also exist. Can't believe I have to say that like multiple times when I speak to people in real life. They just think I'm making that up. Like, no, I'm not making that up. There's terrorism in everything, well, radical, I guess. There's also eco-terrorism, which is just essentially far right in green. And they want to reduce the amount of people who live, but only the brown ones, because they're racist, you know? It's horrible. It's disgusting. And I'm sorry, Amit. Isn't Israel... It's Israel committing genocide on Palestine, isn't it right? Yeah, it is committing genocide on Palestine. Or Palestine, sorry. Apparently that is a very unpopular thing, but no, it is. I mean, sorry, it just is. Trump just pulled a bunch of BS out of his... Yeah, basically. And he got wrecked because, I mean, it's double stupid because she's a lawyer, you know, his opponent is a lawyer, and lawyers are usually trained to find the right words. It was just... You know, the Germans sometimes have words that you can't really translate, like Schadenfreude or Backpfeifengesicht. Well, there's another one, Fremdscham or Fremdschämen, which is Fremd means like a stranger, not a foreigner, but a stranger, and and Schämen or Scham means basically shame. So you feel ashamed for a stranger or for someone else. That's what Fremdscham is, and that was through the roof. Like, it was really hard watching that. In a way, it was funny because idiotic narcissist gets wrecked. I mean, that is always very funny, but wow, that was really hard to watch. It's like, and people think he's a genius? Really? Unironically? I hope not. I hope that's just a meme. Trump is fear-mongering. Oh, well, yeah. That's what he usually does. Projective and manipulative, yeah. Wish I was able to watch this now. Literally the politics guy. Is it still going? I mean, I think you're gonna find the whole thing on YouTube somewhere pretty easily. Do people even know what jihad is? It's just like the Crusades, exactly. Christian had it's just like Muslim version that we no longer do something like ISIS. Do jihad. ISIS are not Muslim, we despise them. Yeah, they unfortunately, Ahmed, they just think like if you apply that logic to Christians, then it's like every Christian is like the Westboro Baptist Church. Like, no, not everyone is a well, that's a tentacle. It's not a shiny, but yeah, it's horrible. They just, it's racism again. Now specifically against Muslims, because there's a lot of Muslim refugees in the West now. Which, I mean, yeah, I get it. I mean, it would be nice if the West didn't mingle into every single continent's affairs in the first place, then we wouldn't have that stupid thing anyway. But yeah, of course there's war in Syria, of course they're gonna flee. And also people fleeing for better economic opportunities. I can't sorry, I can't stay angry or even be mad at them. My grandpa did the same thing. I mean, my grandparents from my paternal side, they weren't Luxembourgers. They immigrated there because my grandfather, he actually built houses, and he got a job opportunity in Luxembourg where he built so many things, and he supervised them. And just like him, a lot of Italians back then immigrated to Luxembourg to build in the building section, or sometimes also other sectors. But yeah, they also did that because of economic reasons. So yeah, I understand that. I mean, it also works in another way. For example, a lot of Luxembourgers are emigrating out of the country because, you know, for example, if you want to buy a house in Luxembourg, it's gonna cost you you're gonna be $1 million in debt for a very small house. And if you go, well, let's say 20 kilometers across the border in France or in Germany, then you're gonna find the same or even larger for 300,000 or 400,000 euros. Which, with your Luxembourgish salary, definitely there's gonna be tons of banks who are gonna say, yes, we'll give you a loan, we'll give you a mortgage. But isn't that also due to economic incentives? I mean, can you really be mad at them for coming into the West because you can make money here? Or at least so that you have an advantage? I fail to see how people are saying that is so horrible because, well, first off, I have that in my bloodline, and I mean, yeah, it would be hypocritical if I did. And second, I mean, I would do the same thing if I were them, of course. You just want a good life. Can't really fault anyone for wanting that. Yeah, anyone can be terrorist, exactly. Literally anyone could be a terrorist. It's an action, not a culture. Exactly. I mean, you don't have to even be religious to be one. There's also atheist terrorists. I mean, yeah, it's an unfruitful discussion with these types. They're not there to listen. They're not there to argue. They're not there to gain knowledge or insights. They just want to be racist and spread fear-mongering, which is literally what we don't need right now. There are Christians out there who still believe that non-believers should be forcefully converted. Oh yeah. I mean, doesn't the US have some states where child marriage is legal because of Christianity? Because I find it very hypocritical when I see Christians on Twitter. I know I shouldn't be on Twitter, but for example on Twitter or on Facebook or wherever, or Instagram, name enter any anti-social, social platform here. And then they just go like, oh yeah. Wait, the timer is 5 seconds, I think I'm gonna let that finish first. There we go. But they're like, oh yeah, it's barbaric, in Islam there is child marriage. Well, don't you say, you Christian, who also have that? I mean, that's just an unfortunate reality of theocracies, but to act like it's an only Muslim thing, that's just no. Just let him be. I'm not Muslim myself, and yet, yeah, I'll let him be. I'm not going there and try to convert them. It's none of my business. It's only my problem if they literally come to me and say, you need to cover your hair, which, guess what? Never happened in my entire life, ever. And I was in parts of Germany and France where, like in towns where there was a Muslim majority almost, and even there, no one ever said that to me. Like, no one. It's just, you know, fear-mongering. Division. Yeah, they're bad people regardless of faith, that's true. You know, that's what I call the great funniness of evil. Or I guess the paradox of evil. Evil people are not tolerant, but evil itself is very tolerant. In fact, I might say it is one of the most tolerant things out there. Because there's evil there's so many evil flavors of people. Evil atheists, evil religious people, evil, you name it. Doesn't matter what sexuality you have, what gender you have, there's evil in everything. I mean, there's evil people in every category. Kind of is what happens when you have billions of people on a planet, but yeah, it does worry me, the increasing, just in general, politics just shifting to the right again, as if we have learned nothing. I'm on a political tirade again, am I? Sorry, I'm just angry with you, or for you, Ahmed, because it's just so unfair. You know, I can imagine them seeing you and then just denying your talents or your passions because, oh, he's an Arab, he's brown, which is horrible. I also have, like, Muslim neighbors who we shared food with each other, like, I cooked for them, they cooked for me, and it was always very good, and, like, they never told me, okay, now you need to cover your hair, and I was there with a dress, they didn't say anything. It was like, okay, that's just how she is. Really not that hard. I heard a quote that goes by, even evil has standards. Yeah? Where's that quote from? I think I've seen it as well. And also, welcome to the stream, Kite. Hopefully you're doing well. Reason why I see death as a kind I think you mean fate for us humans is because of brain dead people who put on the smart glass and they play smart because they are too ignorant to realize they are ignorant. Yeah, it's like, how does it quote again? Being stupid is like being dead. You don't know that you're dead. And yeah, that applies. Always gonna be awful people indeed, yeah. Yin and yang. Thing is, you can't stop the evil within the world. Yeah, I wish I could, but however, what's scary is that a lot of people in power are very evil. Yeah, because here we go again with the politics. I think the system that we currently have incentivizes structures like this, that narcissistic or just generally people who have a lot of traits of the, you know, the dark triad. Narcissism, Machiavellianism, and sadism, sometimes also psychopathy, sometimes it's a tetrad. So tetra, Greek, four, meaning four. The right is always right. That's why it's called the right. Ah, yes, big brain moment. Like and subscribe for more conservative content. Vote Trump and God bless. God bless you. Nah, I can't really do the American accent that well. And then my husband is much better at that than I am. Just doing impressions. Especially the cartoony ones. It's pretty funny. Hopefully one day he's gonna overcome his shyness. I really need to buy him that book from to any of you real ones who played Earthbound. Overcoming Shyness is a book that you buy in that game, and then you need to give it to basically a sort of like a group of creatures who are known to be super shy. And they don't really talk to you unless you give them the book and then they open up. Donald Trump, more like Donald Right. Yeah. Don't do anything right. Isn't it crazy? Like, people like that failing upwards and just being billionaires even though they just fail so much. It's crazy. Donald Trump, more like Jesus Christ. And yes, viewers, of course, this is all meant sarcastically. Please don't think this is some alt-right group, like conservative circle jerking. Definitely not. As some people I know very well from America, they seem to like Trump and they say Kamala Harris is bad. Which, like, who are those people? I didn't try to change their mind, just realized that there's some who believe in him. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with charlatans, right? And con men, they have a lot of believers. Just found out there are people who don't like Trump. I'm crying right now. Sarcasm? What's that? I don't know. I've heard of it before. I wonder how it tastes. Crazy to think there are people out there who think Donald Trump can do no wrong. Yeah. Or crazy to think that there's even crazier stuff out there. No, voting is coming up for us in the US, but with the state of what's going on in the government election, I just don't know anymore. I mean, if I were you, I'd vote... I don't like saying vote blue no matter who, because, well, I'm not a fan of the blue ones either, but just remember I think now it's more important than ever to not let Trump win. And sometimes you just have to vote for the lesser evil. Especially with your system that only allows 2 parties to run. I know there's more parties than that, but... you know, point me to a president in the US American history who's not either Republican or Democrat. I'll wait. Sarcasm is the new evolution. Sarkassian. Or Ironion. Do more research on what I am going to vote. I mean, I'm definitely sure that if you vote Donald Trump, you're essentially shooting yourself in the foot. Which, I mean, you're in America, you can just get a gun, probably, and shoot yourself in the foot for real if you really want to do that. Especially, I mean, you are all working class, and if you vote Trump, you vote against your very own class interests, and yeah, you know, you can always shoot yourself in the foot with a real gun. Crazy that Trump can do no wrong. I think if Jesus came back, he wouldn't flip a table, he would flip the whole continent of the Americas. Just out of pure rage of what has become of that land. No, Yana, but I want to know at least who I'm voting for without going in blind. Yeah, that's definitely what I always recommend doing research. If you aren't a straight, white, rich male, then yes, you're shooting yourself in the foot by voting Trump. And even if you are, it depends on how rich you are, because there's a lot of multi-millionaires who shoot themselves in the foot because, well, they are closer to working class than to billionaires. Hey there, ONR, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Trump is evil, yes. And yet he's not even the most evil or the most incompetent or the most dangerous president that the US ever had. Can I have the gun next? I want to shoot myself in the foot. Yeah, don't ask me, I'm a European, I don't have a gun. So I don't know how to get them in Australia, no idea. I already shot myself, it's really fun. Oh jeez. I can imagine it hurts really bad. Trump is right because he is on the right of the political side. Yeah, it says so, right? Hope dope. I've heard people say that as an argument because why they are right-wing, because oh, it says right, so it has to be right. Unironically, imagine. And then there's a guy called Yuko the Clown on YouTube who goes around roasting and cooking people. You know, like another exposed channel or something like that, or roast channel, as in not roasting meat, but I guess people are meat, but not like that. Don't have a gun, but is your God-given right to bear arms? Not in the EU, we don't have that. I mean, to be fair, I think in Luxembourg it's actually easier to get in general if you compare it to other European countries. Because I do know people in like Luxembourgers who have a gun, but they went through like a psychological appointments, they had to go to a shooting range school, absolve courses, get medical checks done, get background checks done, and even so they're like the times when or where they're allowed to use it are very limited, but yeah, they do have one. I know how to use real guns, my uncle taught me. Oh, your uncle taught you how to use a real gun? Jeez. So I assume it's easy to get in Iraq? Some people, don't worry, I'll just throw a big rock on my foot. Yeah, that's... Oh, you know, you got so many venomous animals down there, down under. Pick one. Screams in agony. That's effed up. I knew the EU was bad, but I didn't know it was that awful. It can't own a gun and shoot whoever you want. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy world. What a crazy union of countries. Like Union, right? Already tells you all you need to know. And I want my green Tentacruel. Yako the Clown is just ruthless dudes. Jokes are all 18 plus. He destroyed everyone. He destroyed me as well? I didn't get the memo then. To be fair, I think I'm pretty easy to destroy, no? Oh boy, here we go, a joke of him. If they're all 18 plus, I wonder. The EU really is a communist dystopia, just like the Pokemon universe. Yeah, like free healthcare. What craziness is that? Yeah, some Final Fantasy music. Oh, no, yeah, it is bought from Super Mario RPG. Anyone here have the remake on Switch? Clearly you're not easy enough to destroy, consider half of chat has been rebelling for like 3 months to no avail. That's just my power. Now don't send him in my direction. I don't wanna, because I don't know if I can survive that. I'm so excited for GTA 6 that I'm going to play GTA VR right now. Drives a little toy car going past the speed limit and crashing into a hot dog costume people. Highly specific. Oddly specific. Never bothered with the remake, much prefer the original look of the game, and the original is free. Yeah, if you pirate it, everything is free, right? Or I think it's also on the Switch. If you have the online feature, then you can play it. I have the actual SNES cartridge that was very expensive to get, but I still managed to get it around a time where it wasn't that expensive. If you aren't paying $500 for the doctor to check if you're sick or not, are you really getting healthcare? Yeah, and don't forget the cotton swab that they charge you $250 for. Right, chat, so no ideas what I should hunt? If not, I think I'll just gonna continue with the Tentacruel. He asked someone who made a Riddler costume, took him 4 months to make. Yuko told him, wow, if you wasted your time talking to girls for 4 months, you wouldn't be a virgin by now. I know, I don't think, haha, you're a virgin, I don't think that's funny. As in, I don't care if people are that. Trapinch? Sure, Trapinch. That cotton swab was high quality. Yeah, I always forget, right? Stupid Europeans. Can technically get the Switch remake for free by pirating, but the SNES game won't get me into trouble for pirating while if I pirate the Switch version of course. I could meet a ban on my Switch account. Yeah, I know someone who has had that exact thing happen to them, and you don't want that to happen to you. Right, 4 seconds. Plus the SNES Super Mario RPG is over 20 years old. So who cares? Yeah. Right, let me see. Yeah, no, I did everything correctly. Crazy how it's over 20 years old at this point. Never released in Europe, so the cartridge that I have is a US American one, which I have to use basically something where you plug in the US game, and then behind the US game you plug a European or a PAL one in, and then you put that in the console and then it works. I have something like that. Except if I use my Retron 5, then I could just plug it in. By the way, after season 1 of Breaking Bad, I've considered becoming a drug dealer. It's really fun, family friendly, don't you agree? Yeah, very friendly family. Friendly family, yeah, exactly. Family friendly, Not illegal or dangerous, no. Very, very mild. Do you use PAL copies of games, Jana? Yeah, usually the games that I have are all in PAL. But I do also have a lot of Japanese versions or American versions. I think I need to post my SNES collection on the Discord. I have, I think, 50, if not more, games. Some of them Japanese, and that's for a very specific reason. For example, Mega Man X. If I wanted the English version, I'd had to pay 300 euros. And I got the Japanese version, exactly the same game. I got that for 25 euros. Plus shipping, but, I mean, yeah, that's usually the reason why I get some games in Japanese. Same with Kirby's Dream Land 3, which unfortunately never released in Europe. As a kid, I was always left there wondering, is there a Dreamland 3? And turns out there was one, but it didn't come out in Europe. And that one I have in Japanese as well, because the US one cost like over 100 euros, and that's just ridiculous, sorry. Yeah, Europeans will never know what good healthcare feels like. They pay a reasonable amount for treatments, unlike here in the US where you pay for the freedom and the liberty. By the way, when I get to change my name, I will troll you by changing my name into something you... Don't worry, it's funny trolling. But then you are stuck with that name for another 2 months. I think it was 2 months, right? Or am I mistaken? Do you generally use PAL versions of the game, especially as a kid? I mean, especially as a kid, I didn't have a choice. It was PAL or nothing. Back then, in the early 2000s or in the late 90s, coming across a Japanese or US game was almost unheard of. So yeah, basically only had PAL games back then. Ah, hallo Christian. Willkommen zurück im Stream. Wie geht's? Wie steht's? Ah, hey there Arch. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Low tier god? Who's a low tier god? I mean, if you're a god, you're still... Can you name yourself low tier? I guess so. Comparatively speaking. Yeah, Europe has PAL just as the same as Australia, and Africa also uses PAL, which thanks to the African friends that I have. They showed their games and it was all in PAL. Still nothing. Oh, you've been buying old N64 games? Like what, for example? Yeah, that's what I meant, because we both have to use PAL games to play back then. Yeah, I mean, for me it was basically no chance for anything else. I wasn't even aware that there was a difference as a kid. Like, only with the internet and reading more about it did I figure out as a teenager, okay, I have PAL, and it's not like that everywhere. That's also a reason why I thought Okay, the NES music on YouTube it's always so quick. How come? And then I realized later, wait, the version I'm used to is the slower one because back then the NES didn't run at 60 Hz. If I'm not mistaken, only ran at 50 Hz. Now I get to change my name twice, so we'll change my name to something funny with a new PFP. Okay. PAL version of Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask and Star Wars Racer. Nice. I mean, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, those are must-haves if you have a N64. Star Wars Racer, I have heard good things about it, but I've never played it. As a kid, I didn't even know that PAL Games NTSC Japan version exists. Yeah, same. I had no clue. It was also that my mom said probably because she remembered talking to was it Japanese woman who said that she needed to bring a electricity transformer to use her Japanese hairdryer in Europe. And then she said, I bet they are different in Japan. And I mean, she didn't even, she was a boomer who knew almost nothing of games, and yet she correctly predicted that. Been so bored lately. Oh, hopefully this will help a bit. Loved the N64 Star Wars Racer game and as a kid and still enjoy it. I mean, some games, after I became an adult, I enjoyed them even more. I have to say that. Some games I like more now, playing them as a supposed adult. Then you got a grudge with someone here, alright. Not saying who. But yeah, I'm not sure if it is a joke or not, but if you do have gripes with someone, I try to keep the drama at a minimum, because I don't like drama. So I always try to be the mediator, at least as much as I can. Don't have a grudge with Kaiser Karmazin. Why would you? Like, what did he do to you? Isn't he a good wife anymore? Yeah, and not with Charmeleon either. Not saying. Okay, well, you can, if you want, tell me via Discord. But yeah, if you're not saying it, of course I can't help you. But yeah, I try to be a mediator as much as I can. I know there's people out there who thrive on drama, but no, not me. And not a shiny. Let's try again. Maybe I should start trying with a synchronizer. Can I get a quirky one? Yes, but it will be adamant, so might as well go adamant then. Right, let's see. Alright. Okay, well then I'll not use this anymore. I'll use the adamant synchronizer. I'm gonna save. I'll get more tentacruel frames this way. And funnily enough, it's one frame before then I get another try. Right, let's try. Settle your beef with rock, paper, scissors? Yeah. Why not? If I don't say it, they won't know. Yeah, but then why would you mention it? Like, doesn't that... Don't be like that girl on Facebook, you know? The one who says something, it's obviously meant for someone. But then you ask what's wrong and she says, I'm not gonna say it, you know? Then why did you even begin that conversation in the first place, you know? Just saying. Trolling idea came up with so smart, trust me. It will be amazing. By the way, I will have one of you guys being part of it. Oh boy. What will happen now? He's got a whole plan to troll me. I found the reason? Okay. Apparently I did. Yeah, you could also be lying. But then again, why? Like, what does that accomplish? I get it when you're bored, but I'm actually not a fan of just going into someone's streams and starting drama like that. Like, not even with streams, I just don't like people who go and then say, oh, I'm horrible, or this and that is horrible, and then you ask, okay, what is? I'm not gonna say. Well, then why did you put it there in the first place? To get attention? Yeah, accomplishes nothing. Or at least I think people do that for attention. But it's annoying, you know? Because as an empath, you genuinely care and you want to help. And then it's just like a front for, I just want attention. Well, you can get attention differently. If it is a lie, then how could anyone really tell what any of their words would be true or not? And that as well. I mean, it's very easy to lie about stuff like that. Now you know what happens if you did have a grudge, okay? Oh, Kinox? Is he here? I mean, I haven't seen him. Hopefully it didn't glitch out again with the chat like it did previously, so that I don't see his messages. At least I'm scrolling through the chat. No, I haven't seen him. For a second I thought, wait, did I miss him? I don't want to miss saying hi to my viewers. And yeah, tomorrow's gonna be another stream. And then Friday as well. Saturday, maybe, at least, if I will try to do the Safari Saturday this Saturday. But I think I'm gonna be needing to finish a bit earlier. Because I need to be somewhere this Sunday. And it starts at 10 in the morning. Me, I'm the biggest troll ever because I own a pet troll. You own a pet troll? Where can you get a pet troll? Now I've seen everything. First pet rocks, now we got pet trolls. Did you find it on 4chan? Okay, I'm a head out. Sleep time for me. Ah, there it is! Shiny, well, okay. Not that shiny specifically, but well, I wish you a good night, Kaiser Kamazin. Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, as I always say. Take one good look at this shiny before you go to bed. And then, yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow, so have a good one. Right, so I accidentally hit a Tentacool, not a Tentacruel. What is it? Level 26. Okay. 26? I don't think it's this one. I think it's... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Yes. Yes, I was only 3 frames off. Because of course... Oh well, this is gonna be an easy one. And since we have determined which shiny I've gotten, now I have the shiny and I can calibrate now, so here we go. Oh, and Philip, was you, right, who told or asked me to do like a, basically, like on TeamViewer but on Discord screen sharing to see, or just to explain how the RNGing works? It was you, right? Just making sure. Alright, let's try again, now with the correct calibration. Well, can't really complain, I've already gotten 2 until now. Usually I get more, I mean, one of the Wild Wednesdays I got like 15, that was crazy. That was really good. I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was last time. Got so many accidental shinies. Yeah, you're curious about how it's done? Yeah, are you on Discord, Philip? And if so, what is your username on there? Because you deserve the donor status, and I'll give it to you then, and then we can just do it over Discord. Oh, hey there, James. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I'm out, but I have a spare 20 minutes. I'm on a train, so I might suddenly cut off now and then. Hey, no problem. I know that you had, like, spontaneous plan change. No problem. Don't feel bad about it. I mean, my streams are not the center of your life, and they're just not. That's how it is. Hopefully, how's your swelling? Is it better? Because I'm kind of worried about that, you know. Horsefly bites are usually very nasty. And, well, you never know where the animal was beforehand. And unlike with mosquitoes, like I said before, these very superficial veins or arteries are not interesting. They go for the deeper ones. And when they prick you, it really hurts, apparently. I mean, I just know that from people who were victims of bites. Luckily, I've never been bitten or stung by one. But to be fair, I'm not usually found in rural areas. Not a city girl, but I'm kind of in between. Ah, okay, that is your username. Right, then I need to... check that. Because I don't think I put you as a donor yet. No, doesn't seem to be the case. Is Jokes political? He doesn't happen to have like a puppet, right? He's not that person. Like a little, a skeleton hand puppet? Is that the person that you're talking about, Amit? Oh, I don't think you've joined the Discord server yet. At least I can't find you on here. Right, so let me give you the invitation link, which should be good for A week? I don't know if it was a horsefly or not. Oh god, another one. Another accidental shiny. What are we? 1 hour and 24 in? Alright. Now it's gonna be how many shiny tentacles am I gonna get before I get the tentacruel. What is this? Level 30 this time. Yeah, I think I hit that one. Again, very close, and yet so far. No, it didn't copy correctly. Okay, let me do it again. There we go. And let's catch it. Told work that depending what time I finish the appointment, even 2 hours would be okay to show I made an effort. Okay. But yeah, don't know what it was, that horsefly or not. I suspect it is, because based on how you got a fever and in general that you got antibiotics, these bites tend to be a bit more nasty. So honestly feel a lot better now. I have an appointment tomorrow to get checked again, but I don't have the time yet. I mean, I know you don't seem to see why that's worrying, but you can sometimes you get bacteria from those flies that can be, yeah, they can be lethal. That's why the doctor should make absolutely sure that it's nothing serious. Right, so there goes the second one. I think it's gonna be a quick catch. Oh, you're in the server already? Just haven't been active there yet. Alright, for some reason I can't find you as a, like with that username that you gave me. Right, and the non-Squidward got caught. I'm the type of guy who you would find in a dark old mansion where I sit on a chair for hours, and as soon as someone comes in I pull a blade like I'm a boss fight in a Souls game. Yeah, you're just a vampire, Amit. The Discord is very dangerous. Lots of trolls and dinosaurs lie in the Yana Discord. Dinosaurs? As in old people? And trolls? I mean, if you see trolling activity or anything else, then make sure to send me screenshots and I'll deal with the situation. Oh, okay, this is too many casts, I'm gonna try again. Especially if it is a very serious matter, like grooming or something like that, just immediately tell me, because that is something I'm not gonna tolerate. Sorry, I heard why that's worrying and then it cut off. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Was it you? Yeah, I mean, it is worrying because sometimes these horseflies have, they carry bacteria that can be lethal. Also for humans. So that's why I was worried. And it's very good that the doctors just check. It's better to check 2 times too many than 1 not enough, you know. What if they missed something? It's better to check if it's really good. Tag you in the message in general chat. Okay. There we go. Alright. Okay, just shows you as J+++. There you go. You're now in the donator role, so you have more privileges. Mostly afraid of ever seeing the average Discord mod. Have you seen these monsters? I mean, they just happen to be a lot on these, you know, these vigilante PDF file justice videos, which definitely does not paint a good picture. I mean, really. Many bad stories about majority of them being really sus. Yes, me too. I haven't met one in real life. Maybe I've walked past one. Or maybe not, because I doubt that they go outside at all. Feel a hell lot better now than I did yesterday. Okay, that is very good. But still, you know, James, right? That is empirical, that you never stop taking the antibiotics if you got them prescribed. Even if you feel better, take the medicine until it's done. Take it until, like, prescribed. Like, if it says once every evening, then take one every evening until you don't have any more drugs or pills left. It's very important. And I'm telling you this because you don't want to know how many antibacterial or antibiotic resistant bacteria we now have because people just don't take them correctly. Like, they feel better after the second or the third day, and then they're like, oh, I'm cured now, you know, I can just stop taking them. No, don't. Take them until they're finished. Very important PSA. Not just for James, but for everyone here. Act Razor. Oh, that SNES game. I've never actually played that. They gave me clarithromycin, or however it's spelled. It's an antibiotic. It's 2 a day for 5 days. 2 a day for 5 days, alright. But yeah, dude, take it, like, exactly as prescribed. Because that's very important. You don't want a medicine-resistant bacteria. It's like a big problem hospitals have to fight against. And I even know people who succumbed to stuff like that, so it's definitely serious. It's a funny skill I have. I can make extremely sharp sounds with my voice using my neck. You definitely that, and the singing and the other, like, the impressions. You need to show me that in the Discord voice chat, because I'm interested to hear all of these quirky things. Or you used to terrify people with a scary voice when the light is off. Oh, come on, are you serious? And another accidental shiny. I'm gonna get like 1 million of them before I even get to the Tentacruel. I know it's gonna happen. And you know it's gonna happen. Because it's Wild Wednesday, and that's what always happens when I do it on Emerald. Especially with a synchronizer. But yeah, you really need to show me that when we do a voice chat, definitely. But yeah, scaring people in the dark, can't really say have never done that myself. That was an easy scare for a lot of people. Where I made myself not so popular when we were somewhere in basically a dormitory as a class. And there was a girls and a boys dormitory. And they were just talking and explaining about scary stories, you know, campfire stories, ghost stories, and these things never scared me. And there we go. Caught it. No, it was easy. So level 26. I hit that frame again, didn't I? Yeah. Oh gosh. But yeah, the story goes that it was a dormitory. They turned off the lights, and then they were just saying stories that are obviously fake, but they were so scared, and I just did voices, and you know, I trolled them, and they hated me afterwards, but it was really funny. I can make a really harsh sound so powerful and sharp like a terrifying scream. You definitely need to show me this. Because, you know, getting a lot of volume in your voice, that's a vocal technique, especially in singing. You can get your voice to do that without straining your vocal cords too much. And that's something I've been training as well. Because if you use your vocal cords way too much, if you overwork them and you sing for 4 hours, or not sing, maybe voice acting, then you're gonna sound very coarse the next day. Trust me, you don't wanna overwork your vocal cords. I've done that a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, that's not fun. Hearing about biotics. Remember when I first took antibiotics, I was confused why I had to keep taking them when I no longer felt sick. This was around when I first watched your channel, actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you're a long-time viewer. Yeah, a lot of people ask that question, which, I mean, I see it's a valid question to ask yourself. Why should I take medicine if I'm, you know, if I feel fine? But it's not against the symptoms so much as it is to stop the bacterium from spreading any further. Or depending on the antibiotic, sometimes it's not something that kills the bacteria outright. Sometimes it just stops it from basically from multiplying or dividing, and then your immune system can do the rest. Wish when I was sick back then I could go back in time and prevent myself from being so stressed out about it. If I had just relaxed more, I would have been able to just enjoy playing StarCraft back then. And that was about when I first got StarCraft online. Oh, so you played that and you were sick, and because you were stressing out? I imagine that was not such a nice experience, yeah. But to be fair, if you're sick, it is hard enjoying the moment if you just don't feel good. Happened to another YouTuber I watch regularly. He spent a full day doing voiceovers and couldn't stream the following day because his voice was done. Yeah, definitely. That is a real thing. And does voiceovers, interesting. Scare people by slowly driving them crazy. For example, I would make small noises when people are asleep to slowly get them to drive their insanity high. I would slowly make sure not jump scare, just some silent horror. Oh, you're mean. That is Lex Neville. That is next level trolling, Ahmed. Okay, I didn't do that. You know, when the girls were talking about a huge spider, you know, just using your hand and kind of going on their back like a spider, that is just... But it's straightforward trolling, you know. This is just another level, Ahmed. And you know that cults use that technique, and that's not a joke, they actually do that. They use sleep withdrawal to basically get their believers in line, or to torture them mentally, or just to control them. Forgot their name, but there's a guy who streamed every day for a month and somehow didn't lose his voice. Well, I mean, it all depends. Some people are, maybe he's already trained. I mean, I did some heavy voice work today, and yeah, I'm still streaming. It really depends. If, like, doing a voiceover, that definitely requires more work on your vocal cords. Usually you don't voice over like this. Oh no, don't do that. Oh, well, gotta do the reset again. You know, you're not doing like that. You really have to put your soul into it. You wanna use volume. You wanna use your vocal cords. I mean, you get the point. And doing that for a whole day, your voice is gonna get strained. That's just how it is. What helps is honey with milk or honey with tea. And it also depends. I mean, it depends if like for example now this doesn't really faze me because I'm in the speaking voice, but sometimes when you sing or voice act you have to go beyond your speaking range. And well, then your vocal cords are definitely working hard. Forget their name, but there's a guy who streamed every day for a month and oh yeah, I did, that was the answer, my bad. But yeah, yeah, as I said, it depends on many factors. He does streams and weekly videos, so just trying to balance things out so he doesn't burn out. Yeah, definitely. People laugh about it a bit, but burnout on YouTube or just burnout as a content creator is real. I'm also working on a video now, but it won't get released. I mean, it will get released on Halloween. That's when it's planned for. Would also leave papers with the word "kill yourself." I know what. Did you know your sins with red marker? Oh Jesus, Ahmed. You would scratch doors and windows? Okay, what I did is nothing compared to what you did. Jeez, Ahmed. Did you want to scare them? No, that wasn't enough, right? You needed to terrify them. Give them nightmares for life. Wasn't just being sick, it was me overstressing, thinking I was much more sick than I actually was. Yeah, I know how that goes, just overthinking. And just by the very act of overthinking, you're just making it worse, even though if you weren't overthinking in the first place, then it wouldn't be such a problem. Ah yes, that I know exactly how that feels like. Was concerned about having cancer when I just had the flu and no symptoms of cancer. Hopefully you didn't go on WebMD, you know. I literally had to calm down people who thought, oh yes, I'm gonna die of cancer now because I googled my symptoms and it said cancer. Which, okay, that's not how you diagnose something, right? I'm trying to send people into a mental asylum. Yeah, it looks like. Jesus, Ahmed. But to be fair, that's just what happens when you're a vampire, right, Ahmed? Alright, let's see. Less than a minute remaining. Dr. Google strikes again. Yeah, Dr. Google is not a good doctor. Even less so nowadays. Haven't you noticed? I mean, Google searches just have gone horribly bad lately because of that stupid AI slop. Only do it with my siblings and my cousins. Also leave nice with a message. Do it. Jeez. What am I supposed to say to that? I think it's okay to look up the symptoms and talk it with your doctor. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely okay. I'm talking about people who they Google the symptoms and then they do the diagnosis, even though just looking through the symptoms isn't enough. A lot of the times it also depends on many other factors. Sometimes you even need to basically do a lab test, and you can't do that on Google. Family-friendly trolling? Jesus. If that is family-friendly trolling, I don't want to know your not family-friendly trolling. Alright, let's go fishing in an abandoned ship. Why not? I'm just checking. Can I get that one with surfing as well? That would maybe be a bit easier. Okay, not with a synchronizer. Not with that. No, nothing. What about a Q-Charmer? No? Alright, so no surfing. I do need to use the super rod. Which, I mean, fine, that's not that much of a problem. I'm going for with an adamant synchronizer. And still, I just can't seem to hit one of these. Come on. Always the Tenta cool, not the Tenta cruel. Owl. Yes, ONR owl. Penguin. That's even better. I love penguins. Especially emperor penguins. Those are the best. Got any more birds for me? Dove? Yeah, I like pigeons as well. Very unfortunate how they got domesticated. And we kind of abandoned them as humans. You know, we see them as pests, but it's not their fault that we always had them around and then just after World War II not using them anymore. You people who only talk and play one game or TV show or maybe a few games and TV shows. YouTubers who cover Western animations, for example, or people who cover Spyro, Jack, Ratchet, for example. Yeah, hyper specialized. I mean, I think it's good that we have channels like that. Hawk. I saw a hawk today on the highway or motorway, whatever. There's a lot of them. Rip carrier pigeons. Yeah, I feel so bad for them because people hate them. They say they're rats with wings. Okay, but we kind of did that to them, you know? It's not their fault that we kind of abandoned them and just put them out in the wild. And yes, I was that Charmeleon who made himself nervous because I typed up my symptoms on Google. I think that's just a human thing to do. Family-friendly trolling isn't a big deal. I just pull up with my whip and whip my siblings or jerks when they F with me. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm done with the internet today, thank you. Oh wait, no, I gotta stream still. Well, still more internet for me. Until now, we only got one request for a, what's the English name again? The little Generation 3 ground type. Trapinch. For some reason, the English name sometimes just doesn't want to appear in my brain. But yeah, rip carrier pigeons, and sorry pigeons that you have to endure that fate. Alright, so let's see what I get now. For a second I was excited, but oh well. Wait, should I maybe... Oh no, never mind. I think I'm gonna calibrate now. Battletoads Double Dragon? Wasn't even aware a crossover existed. Got a whip because I was inspired of Indiana Jones. When I got the whip I was so excited to see someone mess with me. I would whip the hell out of anyone. Is that legal? I think in Luxembourg a whip is a weapon and you can't just go around whipping people. Okay, I'm just gonna do it again because of the broadcast. Can't go can't take a nap. Dog 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 dog. Yes, ONR indeed. And I don't think I'm gonna repeat that all over again. But yes, indeed, dog. Is the chat quirky again? So, school has or university or work, whatever, but more specifically just in general for those who are in school or university. I assume it has started for everyone now. You can't whip people without consent. Yeah, true, Philip. I guess. Whipping is fun. I've never done it. But then again, where would I get a whip? I don't even know where to get one. Charmeleon, 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 Charmeleon. Yes. Indeed. Monkeys. Monkeys. Oh no, now my... No, you're gonna just text whatever in the hope that I'm just gonna repeat it, like when you say to Hey Siri, say this, say monkeys 4 times. Monkeys, 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 monkeys. Monkeys. Are you really that bored? You know, that's weird when I see people having monkeys as pets. Like, how? How and why? I once whipped my brother and told him get ready to fall into enslavement, bro. Jeez. Actually, you can whip people without consent if you live in America. Uh-huh. I'd imagine corner adult stores would probably sell them considering it's a BDSM thing. Oh wow, I haven't even thought of that. But yeah, I haven't used a whip in that regard either, or in that context. I don't like pain. Like with the song, I'm just a sucker for pain. No. Just put pain as far away as possible to me as it is. No. I mean, I don't judge you if you like that, but I don't. Nah, I want to enjoy things. I wonder if those... I mean, I'm pretty sure the whips you get in a store like this might not be as hurtful as a real one. Thankfully, we don't live in America, am I right? Yeah, I don't have that problem. Not getting accidentally whipped. I did accidentally whip people with my hair once, or twice, or multiple times. You know, like a Dixie Konged. But that just happens when you have long hair. Live in Iraq, whips are legal. I mean, aren't they using the penal process? Like, if you do something unlawful, you get whips as a punishment. Isn't that a thing in Iraq as well? I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, please correct me. Back in the 70s, teachers would put a student upside down and whip them in class. Oh jeez, what? That told me? I mean, I know what my mom told me is that she got beaten with a metal rod. And as in, they hit her left hand with a metal rod because she dared to be left-handed, which, wow, got punished for that. Just pure violence as a... I mean, that is messed up. That wasn't the 50s or the early 60s. Just to say I'm off for tonight. Sorry I couldn't stay for long. Wanted to check in for a bit, keep me updated on how it goes. Alright, James, thank you for being part of the stream still. And hopefully I'm gonna see you tomorrow. So yeah, have a good one and have fun. No, okay. I'm just gonna reset again when the first thing doesn't work. My mom and dad have a bunch of whips underneath their bed. Oh, okay. I don't know if I really want you to know that information, but yeah. There you go. That's what you get when you snoop around. You find out information you don't want to know. Oh, come on. Yeah. Like it's her fault that she's left-handed. That was apparently back then it was the hand of the devil, whatever that means. She got forced to write right-handed. This background music sounds like I've heard it before. It's from Street Fighter 2, so yes, you've probably heard it before. Like this instrumental sounds like something I've heard before. Well, I think I'm just gonna send you the link. Oh, come on. My grandma was the same. She was beat for being left-handed to the point her right hand became dominant. Yeah, that is exactly what happened. Or not exactly. The weird thing what happened with my mom is she's still left-handed. She does everything left with her left hand. But except writing, which she doesn't. She has to do with her right hand. Because it got beaten. Like she literally can't start writing with her left hand. It got beaten out of her literally, which is horrible. If you think about it. I mean, come on. The hand of the devil, really? Like what kind of stupid logic is that? Know the one playing before? Don't know what that was. I don't think you've heard that one before. Because that's a SNES game I don't have. Wait. Oh, Rock and Roll Racing! Oh, never mind, I do. I do have that game. My dad used to hit me with one of those sticks that they use in East of Asia. You know, the bamboo that they always see senseis always using. Oh, that's horrible. Do not hit your kids. It's not good. We have the science now. Just don't. It doesn't work. And I'm sorry you had to go through that, Ahmed. I mean, a vocal version of it. This is based on the vocal version, as you call it. That's what Rock and Roll Racing is about. I'm left-handed, so I'm glad I wasn't born in that generation. I'm not left-handed, but I'm glad that it's not done anymore, because I just, in that case, I like imagine what if I have a kid who's left-handed and then had to go through something like that. Then again, I probably have a house for a fraction of today's prices, true. You luck out on some things per generation and then you don't on other things. And they got the school beatings, lead being everywhere and other bad stuff, but they got the house prices were very cheap and any idiot could get a job. Okay, logging off now. Glad to see part of the stream. Glad to see part of the stream and speak tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow, James, and have fun. As a kid, I always wondered why they had whips underneath their bed. Yeah, as a kid, you don't really understand that. Kind of shocking how long it took me to realize why. It wasn't until like 2 years ago I was like, wait a minute. Suddenly, a thought crossed your mind and then you realized, oh wait. Oh yeah, they had asbestos as well. I don't know how it is nowadays in the US or somewhere else. I don't remember where you are from, Philip. I mean, you don't need to disclose that if you don't want to, that's okay. And completely understandable. But yeah, I just know in Europe or in Luxembourg, they basically went around and checked which buildings have asbestos and which don't. And they basically just destroyed all the houses, or maybe not all of them, I don't believe that, but Well, let's say they made at least an effort to get rid of it. Asbestos, probably the worst building material I've ever come across. Ireland. Ah, okay, an Irish one. Yeah, I mean, it does cause cancer and other ailments. And people, if you think about it, people inhaled that for decades. Alright, let's see. No. Okay, I'm gonna do it without the calibration again, just to see. Oh, hey there, Keenox. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? General Kenobi. General Keenox. Or Keanu X, whatever. Still don't know. What you said, it either was fine, so... I don't know, Keenox is now what my brain has accepted. Okay, let's do it again. You are a bold one. Well, yeah, how you doing, Keenox? Hopefully you're doing good. No, what am I doing? I need the rod and not a Pokemon. That's always... It's just muscle memory at this point. You just immediately want to go and use Sweet Scent. The process to dispose of asbestos is insane though. Has to be removed by specialists, wrapped and sealed airtight and shipped to Germany to be buried miles underground in caves. Why specifically shipped to Germany? Does it have a good reason? And that's how we get rid of it? I assume you can't burn it without risking chemical exposure to the... I mean, I'd need to run the chemical formula, I guess, then, but I don't know what happens when you burn asbestos. Maybe it's not a good idea. Oh, you have news? What's the news? Star Ocean. I've heard so much about this game, never played it though. So that's the music that's playing. They're the only ones willing to deal with it in their environment. Really? Only Germany? Okay, that is weird. Oh, you started dating. Nice. Great. Hopefully you two are a good fit. Hopefully it works out for you. I'm really glad to read that, Keenox. Fun fact about So Crazy, I would walk around in the street in sleeping clothes, so your pajamas, and I also wear clothes like stranger clothes in strange places. You like scaring people. But yeah, I also hope that you have an amazing date. Really glad for you, really happy. She's in Mexico though. I met her in college. She was a well, the N with the tilde on top is pronounced like ni, like what's a good example with something that has that, but I don't know how to say that. A nin exchange student. But hey, I mean, long-term relationships are a thing now. And I think they were a thing back then as well, where people communicated by letter. Yeah, just an exchange student. Nice. Was a factory with an asbestos roof. Oh, jeez. That burned down in my hometown years back, and there was a complete lockdown for the town for like 2 days while they dealt with the toxic fumes that released. Oh wait, I got a shiny. Oh, why is it always that one? Are we like? Is this not my fourth one now? Getting ridiculous. Oh, hey there, Alex. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, long time no see. I was in the Netherlands for a week. And I really enjoyed it. It was really nice. I'm glad to be back to streaming again. Get back on my feet. I have a job, save money, and go see her. That sounds wonderful. Nia, I think. Yeah, I think so. Like I would go to a yoga place and would wear something says kill everyone. Jesus, Ahmed. Would go to the grocery store with a pajama and shirt says drugs are healthy. Why, Ahmed? I mean, I know why. You want to get a reaction. But you can't go around and complain that people think you're creepy when you do that. And there we go. Another accidental shiny card. Now it's the question, which one is it? Is it this frame? Which, if it is, I was one freaking frame off again. One single one. Just one. Oh no, that's a Tentacruel. Got a Tentacruel, my bad. Level 26. And that's Star Wars music. I wonder who... Okay, no one takes the bait. Oh, that's too bad. Because it's obviously not Star Wars music. It's from Back to the Future. Are you currently Masuda methoding? Ah, yeah, the Riolu or Ryolu, whatever, how it is pronounced, I don't know. No, don't do it for the reaction. I do it because I feel like I'm being myself. I don't have to listen to society and what it has to say. Well, that's true, definitely. And go ahead and be quirky, but... Well, can't really complain that people don't like you when you have shirts on that say, I wanna kill you, you know? Alright, let's do it again. My health is playing games with me? Oh no, that doesn't sound fun. But I'm winning? Oh, that's good. Sleeping randomly and feel not perfect, but it's not the problem at all. I mean, if you don't mind sharing what the exact problem is, hopefully it's nothing too bad. Oh, come on. Need to do it again. Plans to order Analog Pocket tomorrow? Oh yeah, that's really nice. I'm thinking of getting one as well. Ask my console dealer to do that because I don't have the time for that. Yeah, you can, for those of you who don't know, a Analog Pocket is basically a clone console for the Game Boy. So a clone console is a console that plays a specific cartridges or CDs, whatever. It essentially is like, it is a console that came out back then, but it's made by modders essentially. And it's sold like without being officially licensed by either Nintendo or Sony or Sega. Problem is there's no games to buy. I've only found GBA, Pac-Man, and Excitebike. Yeah, I forgot. Is the Analog Pocket one where you can get an SD card for it as well, so you can play ROMs, or not? Not a clone. It is FPGA. FPGA is better. Fun fact: I have my own shirts and clothes. Not that I can buy or anything. Just that I can do whatever I want with it. I made a shirt that says praise the sun. Yeah? Why not praise the sun? Things are great currently. Yeah, it's wonderful. See? I knew things would get better soon. I know it's really hard to have hope sometimes. Trust me, I know how that feels like. Just being completely hopeless and not seeing any good future. But, I mean, if you don't try, you don't have a future, right? Probably ROMs too, I don't know. I forgot if it's the analog one or another one that takes SD cards and GBA or GB slots. I think the one my nephew has is both, but I forgot the name of that one. But yeah, I think if I had kids and they wanted a Game Boy, I think I'd get them an analog one or like a clone console. Because then they essentially, when it has an SD card, well, they can play any game that they want to. And that will be much cheaper. And also, I mean, I remember the days back then when I was a kid in the back side of or just the back of the car, and you were playing a Game Boy game, and because it was dark outside, you know, you were just somewhere with your parents, and then during the drive back, you just want to play Game Boy, and then you needed to wait for these street lights to hit your screen in order to see anything. That is also something that's annoying. I mean, you had to buy stuff to see that specifically. Like, there were no backlights before the Game Boy SP, essentially. And, yeah, that was pretty annoying. So I think that's also a reason why I would rather give them or at least maybe a modded one, you know, a modded SP with, a better battery and a better backlight. Like calling TF2 a hero shooter or calling Deadlock Valve's new game, Team Fortress 3. I haven't checked out Deadlock yet. Still need to look like how that is. To bait people on TF2 servers, last time I did, they kicked me out of the game after then debating me for minutes as it just said nonsense the whole time. Okay. China had a bootleg N64 console to play N64 games. Wasn't it called a Q something? I think it was something with a Q, or at least the letter Q. It has a GBA slot, it has an SD card slot, probably there might be cores for everything. Oh, that's great. I mean, if it has a GBA slot, then it can also play Game Boy Color. And Game Boy games, and there's some nice ROM hacks that people made of Pokémon. IQ, that's what it is. IQ was a Chinese GBA. Yeah, I remember. I remember that. Like, I remember seeing that on eBay and being confused, and then I don't know if it was through AVGN or something else where I learned about the about the IQ. Sounds like, oh, IQ, what is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what intelligence quotient is. No, it's not that kind of IQ. We gotta let the kids suffer the way we did as kids. Well, actually, I'm planning on getting them a better one, like a better future. I think that's how it should be. But yeah, I'm gonna be telling them, oh yeah, back in my days we needed to use a lamp and a magnifying glass on your freaking Game Boy or else you didn't really see anything. And we played Pokemon like this. And we were freaking champions. Oh, and there was an IQ64. Yeah, that's what it is, thank you. Nice music. The Yoshi's Island theme is... I mean, at this point it's just a meme, right? Alright, can I please get a... Oh, there we go. It's SNES music, basically. Like 5 hours... No, 8 hours of it. Holy moly, that's a lot of... And now it's Super Metroid. If you have played that, it's pretty good. You missed your funny joke? Oh, sorry. Record, I always wore pajamas and plan to go to marriage with pajamas. Says, aren't you cousins? Okay, going to a like a wedding in pajamas. And then just saying, are you cousins? Some people just want to watch the world burn, I guess. Very interesting chat again nowadays. No, not nowadays. I guess so. Still need to do bingo. Maybe I think not only a bingo card for the streams generally, but if this just goes on and on, I think I might need one for chat as well. We all need we all know you'll need a spot, Ahmed. Half of your brain is sleeping? Are you like a like a lot of reptiles do that, and I think dolphins do it as well. I could be wrong. But I remember something about a lot of cetaceans, which dolphins are among them, that they have a mechanism where they sleep, like one brain half sleeps and the other one is awake. I'm half dolphin, half... No, hopefully you got your a lot of work done on your project as well. I'm always thinking about it a lot. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, very good that it's good looking for the viewers. I really like that. And I genuinely am. I mean, I never understood people who like it when others are miserable. Like, why? Don't you have empathy? Or are you just so pathetic that you need to be number one in everything and you like it when others are in pain because then you kind of think you're above them, which no. Oh, you finished it. Whoa. Was a nice experience. Oh, I bet. Even forget about it because other things started. Oh, like if you don't mind me asking. My health condition, I was watching TV show yesterday and today all evening. I mean, come on, if you started and finished a project like that, you deserve it, Alex. Come on. Sometimes you just need a lazy day to recuperate your energy, to wind down after having long periods of high activity, essentially. So yeah, don't feel bad for that. Just. Does anyone have seen Foundation? Don't think so. The name rings a bell, but I don't think I've seen a movie called Foundation. Trying to think, or maybe a series? But like high activity. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but you're not a robot, even if you can be as good as one, essentially. Okay, that didn't go again. Let's do that again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like high activity, I'm not feeling bad because of it. Foundation is based on Isaac Asimov stories. Ah, that one! No, unfortunately I haven't. I've only, like with Isaac Asimov, I've read his books and his short stories. Novellas, whatever you want to call them. So I did that, but I never watched any movies that were made about his stories. Need that shiny luck to pull this shiny Riolu. Did Eevee, I can totally do a Riolu. Yeah, I know. You'll do it. I know you'll get the shiny little doggy. And yeah, again, congrats for the Eevee, because that is just... Shiny Eevee is maybe something more special than a lot of other shinies, because it has so many evolutions. You just get choice paralysis, as in, oh, what should I evolve it now? And you got so many potential shinies. It's very exciting. I'm better than a robot, I'm me, yeah. Exactly. You don't fail CAPTCHA questions. That's what makes us human, right? Selecting all the tiles with boats on them. I know that's what makes me human. Oh, thank you so much, Philip Farrell. Another donation of him of 20 euros. Thank you so much. I mean, I definitely give him some hype in the chat, because if one person deserves it, it's definitely him. How can I rectify this? I mean, how can I give you that money's worth back? Really trying to think what I could do to make you really happy. I mean, this is amazing. Again, thank you so much. And you know, you can get a lot of shinies now. I think I essentially have to send you a save file at that point with all of them. Yeah, go to it, definitely. Yeah. And he became a Patreon as well. So I can't say thank you enough. And of course, if you have any requests, especially after helping me out so much, just let me know on Discord. And I'll try to definitely make it worth it. Clone shiny Eevee, and you have them all too, yes. That's why I should definitely get that stupid egg RNG working. Because once I get that to work, I'll, well, if I get a shiny Eevee, I essentially have them all. All these shiny evolutions. And I'm also interested to use shiny evolutions anyway. My personal favorite is Vaporeon, but I mean, of course, it's pink. Jeez, I still can't believe it. Thank you so much, Philip. You have to give anything back, just keep up the streams. Oh, are you really? Are you sure? Because now I feel like it's my duty to do something, you know? But thank you so much. Yeah, goat, definitely. Oh, hey there, Emo Kid. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? How's the Burger King foot lettuce doing? Have a funny story on Omegle? Oh no. I dread reading that name. Like, I was on there as a innocent kid. I wasn't even really thinking about anything bad. Just a girl on Omegle, and then, well, you know. I mean, I don't need to explain what happens. You can guess what happened, and I'm not gonna say it. And it's extra creepy because, dude, I was a minor. And even more creepy, if you think about it, it were multiple men doing that. Like, you can generally just switch the connection with another one because you don't want to see what you see. And then it was multiple guys doing, you know, that. That was horrible. Especially as a minor. I genuinely just wanted to talk to strangers, you know? I wanted to try and get my, like, improve my English, maybe also other languages. And what I got was not that. Oh, you're going to RNG eggs. I know how to manipulate eggs in Sun. Yes, I'm gonna try and manipulate eggs in Emerald, but until now, unfortunately, I haven't successfully pulled it off. Still need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, once that is done, like I felt like it was a good idea doing it for Easter, you know? Just an Easter stream, like Easter streams where I essentially do only like egg only RNG. Definitely need to see it. Yeah, I really want to see it. Like I'm trying to look into it that I get to pull it off before Easter next year. Was an Omegle and I found 2 women. They said want to see our oh boy. And I said no, they said okay. Okay. Then we was like, I said no, I don't want your boobies, I want friends. Like, that is a very rare thing for a guy to say on Omegle. Like the opposite, essentially. But that is also creepy because there's minors on there. Why are you showing your private parts to minors? It's, you know, things like Omegle should definitely be guarded more, or just generally there should be more control over what happens on there, because okay, if you're horny and on a webcam, okay, fine, but don't bring minors into this. And like, what kind of role model are you when you do that? Gotta go shower, but I'll be back in 20 minutes. Alright, see you in 20 minutes and enjoy your shower. Don't know if I'll stream until midnight tonight. I am pretty tired. I had to, I essentially was out of the house for the whole day. And I gotta wake up a bit earlier tomorrow. But then again, there's gonna be a lot of streams now on Thursday, so tomorrow, and then Friday, Saturday, I'll try to keep it a bit earlier. And then Sunday, maybe, actually I'm thinking maybe that will not work out. I have to check. Or maybe it will work out, but I'll have to finish a bit earlier again. Wonder what is going on. I started dating and today these 2 chicks approached me and hit on me, calling me handsome. Okay, I don't think they know that you're in a relationship and then they, you know, want to snatch you out of it, even though girls like that exist, unfortunately. But I think it's more like your vibes, your charisma, you know, you have some kind of energy that comes out of you. And I don't mean like in a spiritual way, right? I mean, as in, a lot of women are really socialized to read body language, which was a problem for me growing up as an autistic girl. But yeah, girls, or just women in general, we're really drilled to be able to read body language, right? At least you're expected to. And they probably can pick up these subtle cues of you being confident, because, or just coming across as even more confident because you're in a relationship. And as a woman, I just have to say confidence is what makes... I mean, that is what people think is hot, or at least women. When they say, oh, how come they always pick a-holes? First, it's not that. Sometimes partners become a-holes or abusive after a while. They're not like that in the beginning, you know, especially with narcissists or other people with the love bombing. They just initially seem as a good partner, and then later they become abusive, and then people say, why are women always picking them? Well, it's not that easy. Like, I literally don't know any woman who just goes around picking abusive guys. That's not how it works. But what they do pick up on is confidence. And that does wonders. That does magic. I mean, I have to say it as well. I think it is attractive if you're confident. Just generally speaking. But I can also tell, even though I'm autistic, I can tell if you're confident or if you have an inflated ego. Like, especially the more narcissistic you are, the more I want to get as far away as possible from you. Like, I think that's arrogance is highly unattractive. I think it's disgusting, actually. I literally feel disgust if I see it. You can be as hot as possible, like chiseled from gods. I don't care. I don't want to be with you if you're that arrogant. And it just ruins looks. And I think a lot of people kind of don't know or can't discern the difference between arrogance and confidence, which, as an autist who's not that good at reading people, that I have to say that baffles me. That so-called neurotypical people can't make the difference. Or they just can't tell why or how. I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of easy to tell. Especially with what they say, really pay attention to what people are saying. If it's really me, it's always me, I, myself, me, myself, and I. Then is it really confidence or is it arrogance? Or if they come across someone who's better at something than they are, or maybe better looking, they have a higher salary, they have, I don't know, a bigger house, bigger car, whatever, anything, really. A confident person won't mind. Maybe they'll say, I wish I had your wife, or maybe I wish I had your money, whatever. But an arrogant person will take that as a personal slight, so there's definitely differences, and still can't believe that people don't see the difference, even though I picked it up pretty early, and I mean, I got a literal disadvantage there with autism, you know. Still also not an excuse to act really weird. Weird as in very disturbing. Felt amazing saying no for women's boobs, this evidence, and I don't like people with no self-respect. I mean, I don't know why they do it. I would never do that, but then again, I'm not... how do you call these people again? Who like to expose themselves? A flasher? Flashers are not always men. Sometimes they're women. Wow, bro, they were calling me handsome and cute. Yeah, I'm telling you, confidence gives you attractiveness. It really is like that. That's why, you know, when people say, how come he has a wife, he's so ugly? But first, doesn't that show you that women might not be as superficial as you think they are? I mean, there's always superficial people in every gender, of course. But it's just very often in these cases, they radiate confidence. And I've seen ugly people with huge confidence. Like really natural confidence and a great character, and I found myself not wishing that I was their partner. I have my husband, I'm really happy with him. I mean, couldn't ask for a better one. But I did feel myself not attracted. I was like, yeah, that's... I don't mind spending time with that person. It's like if I was single, I might actually consider. And people just don't want to believe me when I say that, but no, that's really confidence is, you know, someone having the air around them as if they get their SHIT together. That is very, like, mama's boys or just big adults and with a childlike mind. Women usually don't like that. I know what to say. I'm grateful, I guess. Yeah, just enjoy it. You can just confidently or like cheekily say, sorry ladies, I'm taken. But yeah, they can definitely see that. I think confidence is one of the easiest things to spot. And I'm saying that as a, essentially, yeah, as an autistic person who's not that good at reading people. At least, not with body language. I think it's much easier to read people with what they say and how they act. If it's congruent, like if what they say matches with their actions, then I mean, you don't need to be a interpersonal genius to understand, okay, that seems to be a good person, or at least someone you can trust initially. And of course, if they talk, I'm a savior, I'm here, I'm this, I'm that, and well, their actions don't match, well, that is deceitful, and that immediately just gives me the, I don't know, I don't like that. I like authentic people. And I don't like people trying to manipulate or... I mean, you can deduce that with logic, not with... you don't need to have high social intelligence for that. Feel guilty for enjoying this? It feels so conceited. Nah, it's okay. Just feel it. Come on, you deserve it. Take the W, Kinox. Just feel it. Let it go through you. And hold on to that moment. And maybe in tough times you can just think back to that. I think that's important. That's why I like giving guys compliments, because apparently a lot of men don't get complimented like ever in their lives, and that's just very heart-crushing. And then they always think I'm flirting with them, which no, I'm just nice. I'm not flirting. It's just that it's so... just seeing a guy's eyes light up because you say, oh, I like your t-shirt. And it's essentially probably their first or one of the only compliments that they heard, or I say something like, and I mean it, right? I'm not saying that just to get bonus points. Just saying, oh, for example, one, like a study buddy, I guess, who had really nice green eyes. They were a very nice shade of green. I just said to him, hey, you have... Because he was also expressing doubts. He said, hey, Jana, you're a woman. Can you tell me why I can't get dates? And he said, can you be honest? Am I ugly? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. How can you say that with your wonderful green eyes? And he was just so flustered. Like, he didn't know what to answer. I froze him, essentially, like in Pokemon. Couldn't move. Couldn't say anything. And... well, turned red as well. And yeah, he thought I was flirting with him, but no, it wasn't that. It's just, come on, you're not ugly. Yeah, it's okay, definitely, Kinox. Just take it. Enjoy it. Enjoy all the wins you get in life. At least that's how I'm living now. And I enjoy living much more now. So, I can recommend that. Definitely. Also got more, like more applications, hopefully. Maybe I'll get a job soon. Of course, then I need to change maybe the streaming schedule, but I won't stop. Definitely try to keep that up. Because in terms of the YouTube thing, it really goes well. I'm definitely growing. Even if it is rather slow, growth isn't nothing, you know, it's not zero. specifically told me you're very handsome and we heard you speaking Spanish. We thought it was very cute. Ah, yes, the kind of girls who like some, like, foreigners. Still can't believe it, just when I started dating, like, this girl I'm with at the moment. Yeah, I mean... they definitely see that confidence. It's... like, I've seen pictures of me where I was just feeling normal, and then later something happened on the same day, and I was feeling super confident, and I took a picture of me, and I can see it I just can see it. It's your posture, it's your facial expression, just a kind of shine in your eyes, I guess. It's not a literal shine, but it's a... Okay, I thought, hey, this is a tentacle, or tentoxa. But I mean, you definitely see it, and that's why probably also a lot of very highly attractive people, not only are they physically attractive, but they also have a lot of charisma, or they are just super confident, which, I mean, to be fair, if you got great skin, great hair, great body, great everything, it's hard to not be confident, even though that still exists. Like, I wouldn't say I'm ugly or that I ever was ugly, but I believed that for a very long time since I got bullied. And now thinking back, I'm like, what the hell? Oh jeez. Don't believe that. Things are coming up, Kinox. Yeah, exactly. Had 2 amazing conversations with 2 people. A man from America who was really fun to chat with, and a woman from Canada who is also awesome. Oh, that's nice. And Omegle. Yeah, apparently Omegle is a bit better now than it used to be. Like, back then when I was a teenager, it was the Wild West, essentially. You never knew what you're gonna get. I'm back. Did I miss anything? No. At least not a shiny. How was your shower? Was it good? Okay, again, I never played that game. Lufia? Never heard of that. There's so many SNES games. But as it turns out, that might be what you get. Yeah, maybe. I wonder why he does that voice, because apparently that YouTuber, he doesn't speak like this normally. I really wonder why he does that voice. Is it really just so people keep coming back to his videos because he's the guy who speaks like this? Think he had an accident, something like that? Really? I mean, sometimes people just have very interesting or quirky inflections. Like, the astronomer Carl Sagan. Because sometimes that's a thing with autism, where you have almost like an dialect or an accent, but it's not a discernible accent, it's just a very specific way to speak. If you watch Carl Sagan's stuff, you definitely know what I'm talking about. He has a very unusual way of talking, as in, like I did it. Or as a fictional example, more into weird accent territory, Dexter from Dexter's Lab. I think he's canonically supposed to be autistic. And he has just like an accent, but it's not really an accent from anywhere, and he's American in the show, I believe, so... But that does happen. Like, I know autistic people with like a pseudo accent. Only found 2 good people on Omegle, but did see more than 50. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't use Omegle. I don't want to see that all the time, you know? Okay. No, still no shiny Tentacruel. Was great, I was outside in the freezing cold for like 2 hours, so I had a hot shower. Oh yeah, those are always wonderful. Oh, how cold is it in where you're from? I mean, definitely feeling fall or autumn now. It's definitely getting colder here as well, unfortunately. I'm gonna miss the summer. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, for a Indian summer, you know, a late September summer again. But oh well, I don't think that's gonna happen. Carl Sagan was awesome. Oh yeah, definitely. What a legend. Gotta go, guys. Girlfriend is calling. Alright, so thank you so much for being part of the stream, and yeah, have fun with your girlfriend. Yep, priorities, definitely. I'm really happy for him. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so it's gonna be... Nah, it's gonna be below 20 for 2 weeks. Oh, that's very unfortunate. I'm gonna miss my summer so bad. I mean, to be fair, I had it for a long time, but... And it was kind of an extreme summer. Forgot that I wasn't saying anything in the chat. I was too focused on listening while playing Team Fortress 2. Hey, no problem, Charmeleon. You can just listen in and not type anything. I definitely have viewers who... You know, sometimes my concurrent viewer number is larger than the amount of chatters, and... Well, it's just some just listen in and they never say hi because maybe they don't feel like it. That's okay. Where you like? Why are you playing on Team Fortress 2? Are you on a specific map, on a specific server, and what are you like? Who are you playing? Are we doing voice chat anytime soon? Yeah, I did a Discord like a poll, but there wasn't really that much I guess votes or just interest, but maybe we'll do... I think I'm gonna post something one of these days again in the Discord and then see who's interested and then get these people together for one. But yeah, I don't want to forget or just stop with the voice chats, definitely not. For what, Yana? As in voice chat, where we just hang out in my Discord and we talk to each other. Just like a private call, essentially. I did that before. I mean, with you as well, Kite, but yeah, on Skype. I remember that. Skype, that's just such a long time. How dare you speak that word, Amit? Yana, 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 Yana. There we go. That's how it's pronounced. It's not Jonna. But the Jonna Yana wars are still going on. And if you ask me what is gonna be a meme in your streams, I definitely wasn't gonna think that. Omniverse Zoom call. Oh man, Skype, yeah, it's a long time ago. No one really uses Skype anymore, apparently. Faint. Heard someone say, like, liking a werewolf, maybe you're making you a furry, but what does liking a vampire make you say? Make you gay? No. What if the vampire is female and you're a woman and you're a male, then... Huh? Because of the Twilight thing? Is that what the logic, so to speak, they were going for? And no, I think it doesn't make you a furry. I think it just makes you very goth. 2 for the sniper, classic. Very classic. My brother is actually a very good sniper. Like generally in shooting games or shooters, he tends to play the sniper class. Or just using sniper rifles, I guess. I'm not really knowledgeable when it comes to weapons. But yeah, that's usually what he does, and also on 2 Fort. I Ubered him once as a medic. That was very funny because usually they say don't Uber a sniper. But sometimes that's actually not too bad of a strategy. Sometimes, although it is gimmicky, I have to say that. I'm also looking like we are currently my husband. When I say we, I'm meaning my husband and I. We're making the emoticons for the channel members, and we also thought that I mean there was an idea of a Team Fortress 2 stream, but I'd also be maybe interested in a multi-stream where maybe he streams as well, but it's me doing the gaming and he does drawing. Just drawing or maybe 3D modeling. I think that'd be interesting as well. Guys, don't forget to leave a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you, EmoKid. Yeah, definitely. Emoticons. Emoticons, yeah. Fun fact, I wear dark clothes, I have dark hair and listen to sad music, but I hate being called emo or goth. How come? Just interested. I mean, I'm not gonna call you emo or goth if you don't want that. I'm just interested to see why you don't like being called that. I mean, I don't like being called... Oh, well, a lot of things. Bimbo, even though I do fit the bimbo aesthetic with wearing pink predominantly and being blonde. But I don't like the association that comes with it, like the implication then that makes you a stupid, like an idiot. Or that I'm very superficial. People sometimes think I'm a superficial bimbo when they just see me, and no, I'm not. I just like pink and fashion, I guess, but I don't think I'm better than you just for having a specific purse. Like, why would I think that? That's ridiculous. Pretty good as a sniper in Halo and TF2. I see. Are you doing the teabagging as well on Halo, or is that not up your alley? It's really common to see medic packet healing the snipers on 2-4 these days as they can't die to a headshot. Yeah, that's what I think that's what I did as well. Me and another medic so that the my brother couldn't die. Because I hate being told that I'm goth for my looks. It's not something I control. With my will, more like the Joker, I'm some goth emo guy. Isn't the Joker goth though? Or maybe emo? Maybe scene? Actually no, is he emo? Like where do you draw the line? What's the difference between a goth and an emo? That's actually a question I didn't really ask myself. And of course we're discussing the most random stuff on the stream again. But hey, I'm all here for it. But yeah, I don't like being called a bimbo because of the association, or just women, they think I'm trying to steal their man, which no, why? Why would I do that? That's horrible. Or that if you do, like, if you put effort into your appearance, that you are automatically trying to make everyone jealous of you, which, no, I'm not even thinking about that. I just like styling myself, that's it. Like, I don't think about, oh, I'm gonna impress or I'm gonna make people jealous. No, I don't like people being jealous of me. Why would I want that? To be fair, I can't control it, of course. Yeah, I wish, or just often when I was at conventions and people were like, oh, what do you know, you know? And I'm like, I'm 10 times as nerdy as you are. Do you even have a, do you have a favorite fractal? Do you know what a BEAF array is? Like, I'm a huge nerd, okay? I obsess about math stuff that I can't really hardly explain to layman's terms, because then you need to understand how the Ackermann function works and even know what that is, for example. And they just see me, oh, she's blonde and she's wearing, you know, these purses, stereotypically feminine, oh, she has to be a poser, she's not really a nerd. Like, no. I just like the feminine aesthetic, that's just it. That's it. I can't control that either, Amit, so kind of understand when you're angry when people misjudge you. It's fine when I call myself emo, people I know or my friends call me, but I don't like it when people I don't know or don't call me it. Okay. Interesting. Look like Tom Riddle or Pinocchio from the Lies of P. Well, hopefully the handsome Tom Riddle and not the no-nose one, right? Don't normally teabag back when I played it. I never did that. Fine when people on YouTube or Discord call me it because it's my user. Yeah, I mean, it is your emo kid, literally. I just wondered why, you know. Really annoying when medics heal the snipers, as the sniper will just kill everyone and they can't die. It's funny though. I mean, sure, it is annoying as well. It's legit an actual good strategy if the sniper is good. Yeah, that's why I did that with my brother. That was pretty funny. And then we, of course, the usual shenanigans of, hey, you're hacking. Which, no, we weren't. Medics healing Demo Knights. Also really annoying because the Demo Knight just keeps running away with the medic whenever the Demo Knight is in any sort of danger. Or the Demo Man. But Demo Knight, isn't that a Demo Man with a very specific weapon equipped? It's been a while. I'm not a good Demo Man, I'm horrible with them. I'm good with Medic and Pyro, and if you think that makes me a noob, then, well, yeah, maybe. Oh, and Heavy, maybe. Engineer is okay as well. Spy is fun, but for some reason, I mean, I'm not that good of a spy apparently. Don't get the same results that I get as a medic or as a pyro. And doing the air blast thing, that was really funny. I don't remember which, I think it was a Halloween one. It was a map when you did the air blast thing with pyro. And then you would, a sniper would sit on basically on the roof of a certain building. You could kind of coordinate your blast with the sniper getting an almost guaranteed kill because of the angle. That was very funny when that happened. Oh, come on. And another one. And another one. Because not looking good. I don't think I'm gonna get one this time. Oh well, there's still so many more Wild Wednesdays, of course. And then more stuff. I mean, maybe if I find on my Sapphire or other save files, if I find the Phoebus tile, then definitely it's gonna be a Friday Phoebus fishing again, which I have done in the past, and I'm willing to do that again. Lies of P, main character, looks so much like me. It's just that I'm taller and I have shorter hair. But if I make the same haircut, I would look the same. Okay, I haven't seen him, so I can't say. Alright, so this is probably gonna get caught. Level 30, alright. And there we go, there it is. There we have it. It's mine now, even though I wonder how many I get. I'm gonna do one more reset. I think I'm gonna go to bed then because I was unfortunately a bit tired. But then there's gonna be more streams tomorrow on Friday. Hopefully we'll get the Registeel this time. And not just Registeel, just basically the Regis. Finally got a knockoff Apple Pencil for my iPad, for my school. Oh, does it work as well as the normal one? If it does, then good thing, because those are expensive, right? I mean, Pyro, Scout, and Sniper. Play Medic, Spy, and Engineer the least, I believe. Engineer is very fun. I don't know if I'm good with it, but Scout and yeah, Scout is just, I don't know, I'm a horrible Scout, so I don't even touch him. What else? Yes, Soldier, I don't know, it feels like Soldier is kind of the noob class in Team Fortress 2. Am I wrong in thinking that? Yeah, it works just fine. Well, then you saved a lot of money. I don't know how much the original Apple pens cost, but I'm pretty certain they cost a lot. Okay, what is that music from? Final Fantasy Mystic Quest? Okay, I wasn't even aware that game existed. Sorry about the yawning. Well, definitely get back to that next Wednesday. Just checking my calendar real quick. Yeah, looks like. Oh, and the coming weeks, I think I'm gonna be able to, coming 2 weeks, be able to stream on Tuesdays as well. And I haven't done Rock Smash only streams before, so maybe that would be interesting to do as well. It's ridiculously expensive for a piece of plastic. To be fair, it's not only a piece of plastic, right? It has some electrical components, or am I wrong? Doesn't it need to charge, and it has some kind of something going on inside? £79, oof, that's a lot. For an USB-C one, and like £129 for normal and pro, oh jeez. That's a lot of money. It does have electric. Yeah, I just remember a someone I knew from university. She had a iPad and a laptop with Windows that you could fold and write on, and she used an Apple Pen. I think it worked on the Windows as well, and she had to charge it. That's all I remember. I never used it myself. But yeah, if the cheap one works just as good, then why use the Apple one? It's Apple, it's gonna be expensive anyway, right? Okay, that music is going hard. What is that? Darius Twin. Yet another game I've never heard of. Looks like a space shooter. looks of the cover. Alright, let's see. What do I get? Do I get the Tentacruel, please? No? That's very unfortunate. I got one of Amazon for £15. That's like nothing compared to the original price of £79 or maybe £129. Now I don't really know how much that is in terms of euros, but I can definitely guess that it's roughly the same amount. Right, so when you use dig, this happens. And then I'm just gonna showcase the shinies that we got. So a lot of shiny Tentacruels. And I mean a lot of them. So let's check that out. Alright, so what did I get today? 6 shinies, 5 of them are shiny Tentacruels. And one of them is a now I forgot the English name again. What was it again? Loudred? Oh yeah, that's what it was. Not anti-Apple, nor do I care for the Android Apple tech war, but my god, absolutely hate how Apple marketed their products to the point it's now the new normal and everyone else followed suit. Yeah, definitely, that is true. You know what I like about my fiction story? It's that just sad world full of S I make by absorbing the S of our world has to offer and turn it into fiction. Yeah, that's called healing by writing fiction, Ahmed, and I do it as well. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for being part of the stream. And a special thanks goes out for you, Philip Farrell. Thank you so much for the donation. You as well, Fari Charmeleon, and well, Kaiser Karmazin isn't with us now, but thanks to all of you for the donation and the support. I can't really say thank you enough. I don't think it really comes close to that. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the stream tomorrow, and until then, have a good one, goodbye and good night.